initiated by Donald Trump, US President Donald Trump.
Thank you for joining us with those updates. Chinese President Xi Jinping has called for stronger industrial and supply chain cooperation with Vietnam and wider collaboration in emerging fields amidst heightened trade tensions prompted by hefty US tariffs. Xi has started a three-nation tour of Southeast Asia this week, beginning his state visits with Vietnam from the 14th of April to the 15th. This trip comes with an aim to consolidate economic ties with some of China's closest neighbors at a time when the world's top two economies are locked in a tariff tussle. China had hiked its levies on imports of US goods to 125%. Aditya Vadhavan is joining us for more on this story. Aditya, give us details about the three-nation tour of the Chinese Premier. Where all will he be visiting and what's on the agenda?
Well, absolutely. Xi will start a three-nation tour of Southeast Asia this week, beginning his state visit with Vietnam from April 14 to 15. This trip comes with an aim to consolidate economic ties with some of China's closest neighbor at a time when the world's two top economies are locked in a tariff tussle. China, hiked its levies on imports of US goods to 125%, hitting back at US President Donald Trump's decision to single out world's number two economy for higher duties. While Xi also urged strengthening coordination and cooperation through regional initiatives such as the East Asia Cooperation and the Lancang Mekong Cooperation. There are, he said that there are no winners in trade wars.
Yes. Which are the other countries that Xi Jinping will be visiting?
If you see, he will be visiting other Southeast Asian countries also, in Philippines and one more Southeast Asian countries, to bolster trade ties because, already China is pressurized by the tariffs that has been imposed by the Trump administration, and it looks the only aim of his, visiting the Southeast Asian countries at this juncture is to enhance the regional bilateral trade with them because, there is...
yes, absolutely. He is, of course, visiting Vietnam first. He's also going to go to Malaysia after that and finally concluded his trip in Cambodia. Obviously, trade is the focus of Xi Jinping's visit. Let's leave it at that, taking a short break.